The apocalypse began when a magician named Noah Jones simultaneously launched a nationwide zombie plague and triggered a dormant supervolcano. We are looking at a biological collapse paired with a VEI-8 supervolcanic eruption. Jones's primary strike zombified the youth of America, including 2 pet chihuahuas who were pulled from a coma specifically to join the undead. This left the country's security in the hands of the only remaining uninfected kids, a group of quintuplets. As the population turned, the geological threat escalated. The volcano, previously inactive, initiated an explosion of catastrophic proportions. The volcanic explosivity index is logarithmic. A VEI-8 eruption ejects over 1,000 cubic kilometers of material, enough to blanket a continent. The blast pressure launches debris at such high velocities that fallout, including zombified chihuahuas, reaches every corner of the United States. The resulting combination of a volcanic winter and a nationwide plague left the surviving quintuplets in a total vacuum of authority, forcing them to find a cure on their own. To reach safety, the kids had to enter the Doomsday Bunker Contest. This was a high-stakes triathlon orchestrated by the mastermind behind the outbreak to filter out any remaining survivors. The magician set a single condition for victory. If the quintuplets defeated him at the finish line, the zombies would be cured. If they lost, they would be zombified along with the rest of the country. The first stage involved a bizarre biological hurdle. Severe magically induced flatulence forced the quintuplets to abandon their underpants mid-race to maintain their pace. The triathlon course shifted terrain as the volcanic activity intensified, moving the kids from a biological obstacle directly into a geological one. During deployment, Joey and Shaquille lost their footing and were nearly consumed by a sudden surge of molten lava flooding the path ahead of them. This was Pahoho lava, a highly fluid basaltic flow. You can see the characteristic ropey texture formed by the thin, still hot crust wrinkling. As the molten interior continues to move, it creates a fast-moving, high-heat threat, making any traditional escape nearly impossible. The triathlon forced the quintuplets to navigate a cycle of physical humiliation and lethal geological hazards, testing their ability to handle rapid, chaotic transitions. As the molten lava closed in, the kids used a splash potion of fire resistance to shield themselves. This magical countermeasure neutralized the heat of the Pahoho, allowing them to walk across the molten surface and clear the geological leg of the race. The potion also produced an unintended neurological effect. It completely eradicated their hippopotamonstrosequipaliophobia, the paralyzing fear of long words. Curing this phobia allowed the quintuplets to read the complex polysyllabic incantations, protecting the final stage of the magician's trap, which had previously been illegible to them. By repurposing a physical defense as a cognitive booster, the group navigated a psychological barrier that the magician had counted on to stop them. The quintuplets breached the final bunker to confront the mastermind behind the triathlon, a man named Mr. Vizier. During the climax of the confrontation, the kids managed to trigger an automatic cure. The signal rippled outward, instantly reversing the zombification of every child in America. The corporate fallout for the attack was immediate. Acme Labs, Vizier's employer, formally terminated him and dissolved all professional ties. This termination stripped Vizier of his corporate administrative privileges, which included his access to magical energy. Without his job, he was rendered powerless, ending his ability to threaten the survivors. To celebrate the end of the apocalypse, the quintuplets prepared a traditional dish of kapsa. The name comes from the Arabic root for squeeze, referring to how the chicken, rice, and spices are pressed into a single pot. Despite the chaos of a simultaneous plague and supervolcano, the quintuplets survived by identifying the secondary benefits of their tools and adapting to the magician's rapidly changing traps.